What is good, my people, my peeps? How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? We're back. Um, Technical difficulties. So y'all bear with me as I do some housekeeping here.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
All right. That's one check. All right. Um, so yeah. Let's get on camera. Let's get on camera. Let's see. Let's see what it do. Okay. Hey. So, having a little difficulties this morning. I had someone call and interrupt the live stream, and then I just did not like how the live stream was going. Anyway, so hopefully you can hear me. I'm about to check that right now. So y'all hold tight. Where's my all right. Let's get it going. Hold on. We're going to have an interesting conversation in a few minutes. Once I make sure that y'all can hear, sister. Okay? So y'all hold tight. All right. Young RZA is in the building. Okay, I'm on a different machine, so hold on. We're going to have an interesting conversation in a few minutes. Once I make sure that y'all can hear, sister. Okay. Okay, we're cooking with grease. We are cooking with grease, y'all. All right. All right. So what's interesting is, okay, I got to get my bearings about me because I'm totally on my laptop and I normally do not use it. Hey, God, let me get y'all up in here. You good, fam? Good, Drip King. What's up, Gotten? What's up? What's up? Hope all is well. We're going to just have a conversation. I'm chilling, getting ready to take off some nails, being a lady, a woman, doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but we're going to have a conversation. So let me kind of get this situated. Let me see what y'all talking about real quick. You just chilling too? What's up? Okay. All right, guys. So let's get ready to get into this conversation. Hold on. I'm going back and forth because I'm using I had to get off my phone. Because let me tell you, them doggone perpetrators, every time you try to go live, what they want to do? They want to call your phone. They want to interrupt your phone. That ain't nothing but the devil and his imps, baby. Okay, that ain't nothing but the devil and his imps want to interrupt your phone. Hey, what's good? How you doing, Carla? Welcome in. Welcome in. So the topic today is men. Okay, hold on. Let me get this down. I got to get everything queued up, ready to go. Men, stop focusing on trying to change women, okay? We need to, y'all need to do that. Stop focusing on trying to change women. Some conversations with you guys on. Thank you, Carla. I have had some conversations with you guys on about trees and trees that bear fruit are women, female trees, the female species of it all. Okay, so and that just led into, and that came from a totally different platform because I got muted for being a woman and having a little bit of knowledge and wisdom, right? And so I got booted off of a platform over on TikTok simply by telling a gentleman over there that those were some pretty female trees. I hadn't seen female trees in neighborhoods in a long time, since I was a little girl. Okay, and he got mad because I simply used the word female. And God darn it, I'm a black woman at that, a black female at that, talking. Oh no, he couldn't have that. That just something to him, and he muted on my own platform. So I keep getting notice saying that the audio is down. So let me check it real quick. And God darn it, okay. So I was getting some notifications that the audio is off. That ain't nothing but distractions. So what we're gonna do is, and see, this is why I don't like this camera. It just be janky. So y'all just bear with it. We're gonna just have a conversation regarding men. Stop trying to change women. You all know that you have said, as men, women cannot raise a man to be a boy. I mean, a boy to be a man, right? Correction. A boy to be a man. I've heard that time and time again, and I can't say that I disagree with it at all. Okay, so we've heard that men say women can't raise a boy to become a man. So my question is, what is the real purpose of all these on them, degrading and talking down about women and trying to tell women how to dress, what to wear, what not to wear? And these are grown women. How are these grown men trying to tell grown women how to become women, when we can't tell women how to raise little boys into men, but we have men trying to tell women, grown women, how to be women? Okay, we all know that first and foremost, we all need to work on ourselves. Okay, that's first and foremost in the community. And I'm just going to have to say it just like it is. But what I'm not going to do, and what I said last night, what I'm not going to do is sit back and continue to hear the degradation of not just women. I'm uplifting women, but Black women. That's my main goal, my main focus, my main point of conversation. Okay, for talking points from here on out is uplifting and promoting Black women, because I'm tired of men who have come from a small sector of a community. They know it's that sector, and they compile all of us as Black women into the negative conversations that they're having on their platforms. And I'm tired of hearing about it, because we as Black women, formerly known as Black women, let me say that, we are all not the same. Okay? And hold on for a minute. I might have to go get my webcam. Yeah, hold on. We're just not the same, okay? What's good, Martin? Okay, so what I want you guys to do really quick is, you know what, even listen to a man tell on trying to raise a woman, a grown woman, okay? Focus on building up yourself, building, and we know everybody has issues, baby. Nobody's perfect, okay? Nobody's perfect. But let's hear what he has to say real quick. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up as you enter into the building, so we can get this message out there, okay? So go ahead and do that.
Words of wisdom for my men out there, fellas. Save yourself the time and stop focusing on what women are supposed to be or what they're supposed to do. Let's stop jumping on the internet, yelling and screaming, talking to them about how they should be. When we reach a state of growth and maturity, we are not talking about them. We're not worried about them. We're focused on our purpose, and we're focused on what we're supposed to be doing here, not just financially, by the way. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. We're focused on those things. Operating from that place, do not talk. And I know there's women out here doing shady stuff and all time. I got it. But men who are in this state of mind see them and simply bypass them, move around them. They just walk around, they look at them, and they just keep moving. They don't stop to make podcasts and talk all day about women like
Okay.
that. For what? Because it's a waste of energy and waste of time. We see those women who have some toxic behaviors, we simply look at them and we keep it moving. We don't stop to ridicule them. We don't stop to kick them while they're down. We don't do anything. We just keep moving because they are not in alignment with where we are going. So for those of us that have to change them and want to change them, the real question that we have to ask ourselves is, what is it about you that aligns with someone who you say is so toxic that you spend so much time focused on them, talking about them, trying to change them, and putting all your energy into them? What is that about? So it's time for a realignment of our energy, and that realignment needs to come back to us. We need to focus on us. We have enough stuff to deal with on our own and to be worried about trying to fix them. They have their own issues, let them deal with it. But save your time and energy in trying to change them. Change you. When you change you and you focus on you the way that you're supposed to, you won't spend an ounce of your time trying to change them. That's their journey. That's not yours. Words of wisdom from my men out there, fellas.
So let me pause that for the cause. So those were words of wisdom. It is time for men to stop focusing on trying to change a grown ass woman. That's like trying to what they say, trying to get teach a dog new tricks. Okay, an old dog new tricks. Some folks are set in their doggone ways, and there's no changing to them. And like I have said time and time again, even with me saying what's good, my people, my peeps, mainly focusing and giving shout outs to the folks known or formerly known as Black people. I'm always going to be here for my people. Okay, I can't run and try to abandon my people because I got a few knuckleheads that are part of my culture, my nation. Just like Indian, not Native Indian, because we know Black folks is Native Indians, but just like the Indians from India, they can't just say, I don't want to be Indian anymore because I got some knuckleheaded Indians. Do you know that in India, the horrible stories that go on? No, because there's so much propaganda about what Black folks is doing, what Black folks done did. Okay? What a Black woman ain't got and want to have and want to be like. That's what the focus is. They always focusing on the wrong thing when they should be focusing on themselves and stop trying to degrade and downtrod us as a nation. We already know it's Confederate. We already know y'all are Confederate against us. But I stand on business and I say this: I'm not going to be Confederate against my own people. Okay? And that's just it's straight like that. No matter what. I was getting ready to say, in India, there was a horrific crime that took place. A doctor was savagely beaten and raped in a hospital in India by her own colleagues, doctors. Hello? Did y'all hear about that story? No, you probably didn't, because you focus on us. You focus on looking at the propaganda in the news, and it's always got somebody Black in the news doing something crazy, shooting in their own neighborhood that's majority Black, which is the foolishness of you hearing Black on Black crime. Ain't no such thing as Black on Black because they're in the same neighborhood. Wackos, get it together. We are going to stand on business. If you over here on this platform, that's what it's about. Shoot, didn't your mom and your dad did something wrong? I'll give you the boot when you was a child. You came from their loins and her birth canal. Did they just give you the boot? No, they disciplined you. They ain't, we got some wacko parents. They ain't go and degrade you. Some do, some don't. But y'all, if you think that you can run to another nation of people and they gonna take you in and do you better than your own people doing you wrong. And so what I want men to understand It's time to focus on you. Like you were preaching and teaching before about how a woman can't raise a boy to a man, you can't raise a grown woman to be the grown woman you want her to be, right? You're gonna have to either focus on you, get to where you want to be, because obviously you are uh, in an era in your own frequency that is attracting these women you don't want to be around, but you want to complain about. That does not make any sense. Okay, so we're gonna listen to somebody else because there has just been a war.
Save yourself the time and stop focusing on.
There has just been a war on the Black woman, and it has become a money grab. Y'all are becoming rich off of degrading the Black woman on these platforms, on these podcasts. And you couldn't care less if you are trying to help the community. All you're doing is trying to get paid. And here we go. Let's listen to this sister and see what she has to say. She's and I just want to forewarn you, everything, I'm giving a disclaimer. Everything that she said, because I've heard what she had to say already. I don't agree with. I have to just chew up the meat bones with, okay? Means you have to be grown enough to be able to take information that you feel is important and information that you don't feel that is not aligned with you, let it go. Okay, so here we go.
You know, the Black man's war against Black women is rooted in white male patriarchy. Because after all the buck busting, the humiliation rituals, which is today's men's fashion, and the white man having them by the ball socioeconomically, the Black man has started to look at the Black woman with resentment. Because they have installed the white male patriarchal program that tells them that everything is a competition.
Yes, Lord.
Including within their own homes. And this is why they abandon their children. Is why they subject their women to narcissistic imprisonment. Because they are programmed to believe that everything around them is an obstacle in the way that they believe will redeem the struggles of not just their Blackness, but their masculinity. Now, as I said in another video, the masculine is the Ma school line of the divine feminine, meaning that the Black man is here to master his duty to protect and serve the great mother. And because of that, he must understand that she has boundaries that must be respected.
Okay, and we're going to pause right there. That's right. You know, we hear about, I've heard on several podcasts that the Black men, they're here to, be a provider and a protector. But they're really not doing that. And we're starting to see it more and more and more. We're starting to see that this is becoming more of a competition. A competition against your own woman. And that can relate, can understand what you go through. And I will be the bearer of bad news. You may, as a Black man, go out there, marry who you want to marry outside of your race. But they will never, and I do mean never, be able to connect with you on a specific level that has the same, that your woman that was born out of your same genes pool, if you will be able to connect with you along those lines. Another race of woman, another nation of woman will never, and I do mean never, be able to understand your plight in this realm and what you go through. So what pisses me off is that these men, and not only the ones that have married outside of their race, but the brothers that have a Black woman whether it be their wife, their lover, their friend, whatever, have the same audacity to try to degrade the Black woman. The woman knows exactly what the man is going through. And I, in this day and time, because, we've heard the sob stories, and I'm going to call them a sob story of the men. Oh, you don't understand what a Black man is going through. But do you understand what a Black woman is going through? We might not understand it on the sex, as far as on a gender related concern. But you best believe we understand each other when it comes to going out here and have to make and be productive in a world that has every nation confederate against you. You best believe we understand each other on that timeline. Okay. So let me put these up here. Let me see what you guys are saying real quick. Yes, indeed. Let me see. Let me go ahead and put the up automatically. So just in case I don't get a chance to put them up, I'll go ahead and put them over here. So if I don't pull it out, you guys can see that they're up on the side as well, so you can read along. But let me do some catch up real quick. Martin said, yes, he loved a Black woman. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm glad of that. There's a lot of podcasters that hate Black women, and it's factual and it's sad. It's pathetic that you come from a Black woman. You got what? Let's do Tupac. You got your name from a woman, okay? And your game from a woman. Yeah, you got your game from a woman. Your first was from your mama. But you hate her at the same doggone time. Let's see. Let's see. So I just want to catch up real quick. See what y'all were talking about here in the chat. So yeah. I wanted to come on here really quick and talk about men need to focus on themselves. Focus, like the gentleman was saying earlier, focus on your mental health, okay? Because you can't elevate and move out of a situation when you're constantly replaying trauma in your head. So if you've had trauma that has entered into your life in the form of a Black woman, right? And you're constantly reliving trauma in your head. That's not gonna move you into a new space. Okay, a clear space where you can think clearly. Hello, let me get some of this down. Okay, it's not gonna move you into a space where you can start to think clearly. You're just recycling that trauma in your head. It's like having a nightmare over and over again, and then you're afraid to go to sleep at night. Okay, that's the same thing. If you've had trauma with a particular Black woman in your life, every Black woman that you come across is not going to be the same. They're not going to have the same background. They're not going to have necessarily the same cultural experiences. And when I mean by cultural experiences, such as maybe you live in the city, she comes from the country, or vice versa. Okay, maybe you've never been around certain people, as far as interracial couples seeing a lot, and you're shocked, and now you believe that that's the only way to go is to go outside your race, because you believe that these women are more docile. You know, the lies we've heard. These women are more docile. They submit to their man, and all of these lies. And you're going to say, well, how can you say they're lies, Etheria? How can you say these other women are not more docile? Not because they have divorce rates as well. Okay? There's statistics on these women as well. There's domestic violence that happens between relationships with these women as well. Because if they were more docile, if they submitted to everything that their husbands, their spouses, their men had to say, you would never see any paperwork, any kind of evidence of abuse, neglect of any children, because they would be the perfect bot. But you do hear about domestic abuse. You do hear about rape in their culture. You do hear about all of these negative things that the Black man wants to act like he cannot hear, he cannot see. He is the three monkey trio. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil when it comes to the races of the other women. Because he can constantly wants to get out of that nightmare that's circling around in his head of any negative experience that he has had with a Black woman, and try to uplift and put this other race of woman on a pedestal as if they don't have the same issues. And like I said, that's a lie, and the truth ain't in it. Okay? It's a bold-faced lie. So what I say, and like the gentleman before, let me give him a shout out. I believe his, hold on. Yeah. King Don on TikTok. Let me go ahead and give him a shout out. And let's listen for the people who are just coming in. Let's listen to what he had to say again. Men, it's time for you to focus on yourself, okay? Focus on yourself. Get yourself together and stop trying to re-raise a grown woman.
Words of wisdom for my men out there, fellas. Save yourself the time and stop focusing on what women are supposed to be or what they're supposed to do. Let's stop jumping on the internet, yelling and screaming, talking to them about how they should be. When we reach a state of growth and maturity, not talking about them. We're not worried about them. We're focused on our purpose, and we're focused on what we're supposed to be doing here. Not just financially, by the way. Physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. We're focused on those things. We are in our purpose, and we're operating from that place. Do not talk about women. I know there's women out here doing shady stuff and all types. I got it. But men who are in this state of mind see them and simply bypass them, move around them. They just walk around, they look at them, and they just keep moving. They don't stop to make podcasts and talk all day about women like that. For what? Because it's a waste of energy and waste of time. We see those women who have some toxic behaviors, we simply look at them and we keep it moving. We don't stop to ridicule them. We don't stop to kick them while they're down. We don't do anything. We just keep moving because they are not in alignment with where we are going. So for those of us that have to change them and want to change them, the real question that we have to ask ourselves is, what is it about you that aligns with someone who you say is so toxic that you spend so much time focused on them, talking about them, trying to change them, and putting all your energy into them? What is that about? So it's time for a realignment of our energy, and that realignment needs to come back to us. We need to focus on us. We have enough stuff to deal with on our own and to be worried about them. They have their own issues. Let them deal with it. But save yourself the time and energy in trying to change them. Change you. When you change you and you focus on you the way that you're supposed to, you won't spend an ounce of your time trying to change them. That's their journey. That's not yours.
That's right.
Words of wisdom for my men out there.
That's right. Shout out to King Don. Words of wisdom. Men, it's time to focus on you. It's time to get yourself right. I was reading, I put it on the screen. Carla talked about, how she has two sons, one married outside of his race. Now he's going through hell. And see, I'm glad you said that, because I want men to know, just because you you marry outside of your race does not mean you're going to have a happy home. It does not mean your wife is going to be bowing down to you every second, every minute of the day. We are humans. Some of us are. Some of y'all out there bots, okay? But you're gonna have arguments. You're gonna get into it, okay? And it's just what you say down here, Martin. There's toxic women. Don't get me. Let me put that up here. I just saw toxic women, and I was about to say something along those lines. There are toxic women out in every race, okay? And I say race. There's no such thing as race. In every nation of people, there are toxic people. There are psychopaths. There are narcissists in every single nation of people. So what we have to do as formerly known as Black folks is first, let's understand that. Men, okay, when you go out, and hopefully you'll take Don's advice, King Don's advice, and start working on yourself. Take note to understand that there are toxic people in every nation of people on this planet. Get it? Put that first and foremost on your notepad. You're not going to find no perfect woman outside of your own nation of women. Okay? So all this downtrodden and belittling and degradation of your own women is not going to help you look any better in the eyes of other women. Matter of fact, they're going to look at you the simp, you the buster, okay? You the lame in their eyes. They think they and half the time, quiet as it's kept, most white women just really ain't into you. They really have a thing for Black women as well. Maybe not as a sexual thing, but they have something where they want to put Black women in their place every time. And this is just a quick story time. I less about an interracial, because I got interracial couples in my own line of family line, folks that married outside, folks that dated outside of their relationship, and I don't get in none of their business. You hear me? I can go socialize. That's only because I've been able to travel and not be I'm a social butterfly. Okay? I'm a social butterfly. Period, point blank. But wait a minute. I was looking at the top at the chat and lost my train of thought. I was saying there's toxic people in all aspects of women, but a lot of these white women, they will baby marry Black men because they feel like they got something. They done took something from the Black woman, because they fixated on the Black woman as well. Okay. And I'm going to say, I had a quick story time for you all. Every time, I don't know what it is, but in a store, minding my own business, and it can be an interracial couple, and it's mainly if it's an interracial couple between a white woman or, as Gotten just said, a snow bunny. They can walk past me, and the white woman always will lock her eyes on me as they pass. First of all, I'm not even trying to look at your man. He ain't trying to look at me. Not with you standing there, at least. Not with you standing there, at least. But honey, when you go around the corner, he gonna be trying to get a peek of the brown sugar. Okay? Brown sugar, can't you see? Okay? But every time the white woman always turns to look at me. I find that quite odd. You came into the store. Why is you focused in on me? About them walking in front of you, past you, some nature around you. Honey, if you got him, thank God he probably was, I ain't gonna go there. Focus on yourself, man. It's time to stop worrying about trying to re-raise a woman, and especially re-raise the Black woman. Okay? We're gonna have some ratchet women out there. We're gonna have some women that's about their business. Okay? And that's another thing. Y'all, please, when you do these notes about going back and focusing on yourself, stop always making it a negative about a woman that has to go out there and be about her business. Stop making it a negative and trying to say independent women. You're mad. We know where it comes from, guys. We know where it comes from. You're mad because wasn't it Beyonce, Independent Women, the song? Ever since you heard that a woman's independent woman. No, these women got to eat. Okay? These women got to survive. You're independent until you're dependent, and that's when you're married. So that's just natural to be independent when you're out here living alone. Y'all need to get off this anger, because that's what it is. It's a deep-seated anger that's fueling you. Okay, so I just thought it tickles me how these words trigger you. And if you focus on you, I'm telling you, the right people will come around you. And the more that you focus on building up yourself and stop focusing on if a woman is single or she got a man. Matter of fact, we might listen to let me see if I can pull it up, get it in the queue. If I get it in queue. You hear people talk about, why you single? Understand, men, that women more and more and more women are choosing to be single. For I have said this time and time again, it is not hard for a woman to go out, dress herself up, look presentable, halfway decent, and go out and attract any man. Hell, a woman could be going to the grocery store, hair all over her head half the time, in sweats, and she still could attract a man. Being and choosing to be single is not a curse, okay? It is a choice. It is a decision. And you have to understand, a lot of women have come to the conclusion that they have decided to work on themselves. Head start. Check the audio. Okay. They just might have had a head start on you. And that's why you see so many women are choosing to be single. I brought you these reports many months ago, damn near a year ago, what happened in Korea about the B1 movement, or I think that's the name of the movement, about how women in Korea had started to choose not even to deal with men at all. They didn't even want to talk to a man, okay? Let alone procreate with one. I gave you these reports long ago. But in America, you men on these podcasts think that just because they say, yeah, these women, why you single? You can't get a man. Women can always get a man. Women can always get a man. I mean, even the one don't even consider be 8s and 9s and 10s. you consider to be the lowest ones on the totem pole can get a man. So let's y'all stop tripping on why women are single. Women are single because they're choosing to be single. They're choosing to focus on them, focus on their mental state of it, their mental health, their education, their bank account. Because you have to understand, a lot of women have been in relationships that just because they were in a relationship or married did them no good, did not elevate them. Matter of fact, for a lot of women, it put them in psychosis. They PTSD. Some of them got, okay, from dealing with men, and they were in relationships. So just because a lot of men are in relationships does not mean that they are better. Okay, that's just almost it's just for a lot of people, quote unquote, men. Because when they use that as their talking points to degrade a woman, to think that a woman's going to feel bad because a man says she's single, baby, what are you doing as a single man? Matter of fact, most of them are married men that be saying this as well. What are you doing as a married man? Let's peep into your home. Let's really talk to your wife without you being around. You know how some abusers will hover over their kids or hover over their wife, want to be in the same room. You know how you see police shows where they might get a call, but the people, abuser, don't want to leave the room because they want to be that forever humming, the ever evil presence in the room, so that woman won't talk. We need to even talk. Their husbands around, get the 411, the real story. Because I guarantee you, these women will say everything is not peaches and cream. Every day is not sunshine, right? I guarantee you they will have a story or two to tell. So this is why I say, men, go ahead and focus on yourself. So let me see what you're saying down here. After I fired my husband, yes, I chose to be single. You have to be careful picking men nowadays. The devil sends them to destroy you. Oh my goodness. Yes, indeed. That was a perfect comment. I'm gonna let y'all read this comment while I get this video up in queue. That was perfect. Mm-hmm. Show you right. Let me see if I can pull this up. Minute. I got to go down these videos. It's a video that I saw on YouTube. I was going to do a reaction to it. Y'all hold tight. Let me see. I think I passed it. Hold on. If I can't find it, we're going to just keep it pushing. Okay. This is a perfect comment, Carla, because like I was saying, some men will make that statement to degrade women or make women feel some kind of way because you choose to be single, right? Nowadays, when it comes to people faking the funk. Baby, it be more of these internet couples faking the funk, making it seem like everything is perfect. We're so happy together, right? It be them perfect families that be the ones that got the devil in the midst and they catching hell. And it's a lot of these perfect families that are killing each other, or one of them are killing each other on these internet streets, right? So I was gonna do a reaction to this couple that killed themselves. So let's listen to it. Let's get into it. Hold on. So this is gonna be a reaction to a reaction video. Oh, let me see. The following content may contain. Oh yeah, okay. So we're gonna say understood. So we're just gonna listen to it and hear what I hope he breaks it down, and it's not just the video. But it says RIP, couple unalived each other minutes after making this video. So it was a YouTube couple that had a popular YouTube couple that wound up unaliving themselves. But then, people think, oh, look at this couple on YouTube, or look at this couple on TikTok, or, I know the perfect married couple. You hear people in the community, or you see people in the community putting on a front just because they're married, and you think they have the home, they're the perfect couple, and it'd be all a lie. So hold on, let's get into it.
I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
And this Broham, let's give out a shout out to Broham. We're listening to his video.
Yeah, this is for Keisha, because you clearly ain't like to listen the first time. Tell them what I say. Louder.
I can't, no more.
Cause what?
Mention on my family.
Now.
It's got to be
How can
scared.
someone pretend that they didn't know what was going on with her, and all this time they knew what the heck was going on? Like,
Right.
You must have played it out real good for thinking nobody was gonna come out and do nothing.
We didn't see any signs, no signals. It wasn't like she was coming around us with black eyes or anything like that. So there was none of that.
Making the murder a shock.
It is definitely betrayal.
You ever scroll through TikTok and see those couples who seem too perfect? Take Winter Straw. On the outside, her relationship looked fun,
And y'all
even
hold
sweet,
tight.
but
I'm gonna
behind
get
the
some water real
scenes,
quick.
it was full of manipulation and violence.
A lot of y'all need to understand too, man. A lot of these TikTokers that y'all see, a lot of these couples that y'all see that be online and posting about relationship this, relationship that.
Wait a minute.
Y'all just have no idea.
Listen to him.
what they
I'll
go
be right
through
back.
Behind closed doors. Y'all have no idea. Then y'all be also
Guys.
We're gonna rewind that. I'm gonna be right back. Listen to him. Y'all have no idea what goes on behind closed doors. Okay? No idea. But you got men on podcasts making it seem like you gotta be with somebody. Or you worthless as a woman, as a Black woman, because they're mostly focused towards Black women and the degradation and trying to put her down, trying to re-raise a grown woman. If that woman has not gotten to her mind that she needs to change her life, then that woman needs to be left alone. You can't re-raise grown women. That's even. Listen to this while I get some water.
But behind the scenes, it was full of control, manipulation, and violence.
a lot of y'all need to understand too, man. A lot of these TikTokers that y'all see, a lot of these couples that y'all see that be online and posting about relationship this, relationship that, y'all just have no idea what they go through behind closed doors. Y'all have no idea, and then y'all be all surprised when they make an announcement that they're not together. Like, dang, what went on? They just have very private people, but please don't let social media determine if your relationship is good or if your relationship is bad, and that's for anybody, because people like to compare. You know what I'm saying? They be, oh, my relationship going bad because it ain't like Chris and Clarence and Queen. Like, you don't know what they got going on behind closed doors.
until it ended in murder. Then there's Jessica Edwards. She was a new mom trying to find her balance, but instead of support, she faced resentment that turned into something much worse. And Kayana and Ronald Burns, a TikTok famous power couple who built a whole brand on success and family values. But behind the scenes, their marriage was falling apart, financial pressure, emotional turmoil, and ultimately, a shocking murder-suicide.
Hey, look at me. Did you follow me on Instagram yet? No. If you did not, then you need to follow me on Instagram. Come on over to Instagram. Why did you follow me on Instagram yet? It's on the screen right now. It's pinned below in the comments. And it's in the description. So it's no way you can miss it. Come on over, man.
Three
That was
couples,
Bro Man
three
TV
relationships
talking.
that played out in front of millions, and three stories that prove couple goals aren't always what they seem. This is the
Right.
story of TikTok couples that were so toxic, they killed each other.
Bamboo HR is easy for
Let's
everyone.
get past this.
What about a hospital?
Let's get past this commercial.
This incident started at about 6 o'clock on Sunday night near the 700 block.
Okay, guys. For you guys that's just coming in, let's go ahead and get the thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs. This is just an example. You will only be able to hear the audio. You will not be able to see it. But this is about couples, TikTok couples, couples in general that portray to be perfect, or couples are giving relationship advice. Just because they're a couple don't mean they had a perfect relationship advice. Because baby, let me tell you, behind the scenes be a whole different thing going on. Let's get it.
Now, road.
Winter Straw was just 25 years old, a bright and bubbly young woman with dreams that stretched beyond TikTok. She had a devoted family and a passion for helping people. Because of her passion for helping people, she
Man.
decided to become a lawyer.
She's very beautiful, by the way.
Good friend, good sister, great daughter.
She is.
All around yourself,
Chocolate
just a
sister.
good person, a rising star.
Okay.
A rising star. If you met her, you loved her, you wished you had. And her mother said she was planning to go to law school.
But while she worked towards that, she became an influencer who had a growing presence on TikTok.
Hey,
She
Kimmy
shared
Kim.
dance videos, beauty tips, and snapshots of her
Good.
seemingly
Welcome in.
picture-perfect relationship with Renardo Johnson.
Who was interested first? Who said I love you first? Who's more protective?
And let me tell
Who
you,
cleans
this
more?
couple is a young couple, y'all.
Who eats the most? Who
Oh.
spends the most money? Who is most likely to start an argument?
Oh, where my stuff is
Who
at?
falls asleep first? Who is more
Ouch.
annoying? Who loves the hardest?
But behind the filters and the viral clips, their love was anything but healthy, and eventually, those dreams she had were cut short by the same man who claimed to love her.
Woman in silence. You know, which is
Let me tell you
the
something.
hard part of
Will be, and I know it's easy. You finally caught a live. That's what's up. I'm happy you here. You caught a live. Y'all bear with me. I'm just doing girly stuff, woman stuff, taking off these nails, So if you see me going through boxes and stuff, I'm here. This chat is laid back, but we're talking about men, stop focusing on women and just focus on yourself. But I also brought up this video that we're listening to because you have men that say, hey, only listen to people who are married. Those are the only people that can give you the best advice. And it's a lie from the pits of hell. Okay, we have all these YouTubers and TikTokers and all of these people, and they pretend to have this perfect life. Hello, Anna, and they pretend to have this perfect life, and they wind up taking each other out. So we're gonna keep it going. Y'all can listen to it.
She was just a beautiful spirit
And I'll be right back, y'all.
that didn't deserve
Thank
nothing.
you.
Winter met Renardo when she was just a teenager. Their relationship was intense from the start, full of
Thank you.
passion, but
Thank
also
you, ladies.
constant fighting.
Thank you.
According to Winter's friends, Winter often posted cryptic messages about love and heartbreak, but they
I'll
didn't
be
fully
right back.
understand what was going on behind the scenes because in front of the camera, Winter's boyfriend, Renardo Johnson, seemed like the perfect partner. He seemed devoted to his wife, even to the point of hoping online to tell other girls that were in his DMs to back off because they were messing with his family.
Little Dookie Booty going in the camera. Yeah, because this is for Keisha, because you clearly ain't like your lesson the first time. Tell them what I said. Louder.
I can't see no more.
Cause what?
Mention of my family.
Now.
But that was just an act, and those closest to Winter began to see red flags. Small, barely noticeable at first, but they were there. Renardo was possessive. He hated the attention Winter got online. As her TikTok following grew, so did his paranoia. Question her about messages and get her into spending less time online. But her family saw none of this, because Winter kept it hidden.
We didn't see any signs, no signals. It wasn't like she was coming around us with black eyes or anything like that. So there was none of that.
Making the murder a shock.
It is definitely betrayal.
As Renardo became more and more obsessed with controlling Winter, their fans on TikTok began to notice the toxic pattern in their relationship and started commenting that Winter needed to leave him for her own safety. But in response, Winter and Renardo made a TikTok making fun of the people who were trying to advise her to stay away from him.
In today's AI-powered workplace, your team's productivity depends on access to institutional knowledge. But with tools like Copilot and Glean, there's a hidden risk lurking in every search. It's likely that your AI enterprise chat is sharing more than it should, with people it should not. Traditional security measures weren't built for enterprise AI search. These AI tools can connect dots of organizations' data in unexpected ways, letting engineers see HR data, sales teams access legal documents, or developers view financial records. Every question asked could be exposing sensitive information beyond intended boundaries. So how can potential data leaks be mitigated? Introducing Gnostic, the world's first need-to-know access control for enterprise AI search. Gnostic monitors your AI tools, identifying potential data exposure before it becomes a problem. We map knowledge boundaries with precision, ensuring your teams can access what they need and only what they need.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Gnostic's AI-powered recommendation
Let me
engine
skip this
automatically
commercial.
maps business topic exposure.
I had to get. Okay, hold on. Let me pause it for a call. Hey, I'm still alive. Oh, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all heard that commercial. Hopefully, hey, what's up? Thank you, thank you. Y'all, I'm tired. While I went to go look for this, I'm trying to take off nails. Okay, so we just chilling, having this conversation. Thank you. Super chat in the building. Super chat in the building. You know what? I wish I had some music, but you know what? Hold on. Let's give Carla a hand clap, y'all. Let's give Carla a hand clap. Yay! Super chat in the building. We need one more hand clap. Let me do a dance. Do a little dance. Make a little noise. Let me stop, y'all. You know I'm a clown. I'm a clown. Thank you for that super chat. I do have a goal, y'all. So Carla's the first. I appreciate it. You know what? I might leave that up there. That made me feel good. Okay, I might leave that up there for a minute. So, y'all, I'm sorry. Y'all had to hear that commercial play. I was in the back of Wall Street or something. Got up in here, and honey, I had to run and try to find some spray, some Raid or something to kill the wasp on the doggone still. I said, I know you're a liar. Satan is a liar, honey. So we back in business, okay? So y'all, one more time. One more time. Hold on, one more time. Give it up. Thank you, Kimmy Kim. Carmel, Kimmy Kim. We're gonna get a better system, but I'm making do what it do while we can do it. All right. For that super chat, thank you so much, baby girl. Look here. Couples killing each other, taking each other out left and right. And now I want y'all to understand, because I have men on my platform. This is not going. Carmel, she clapping for you too. Let me put her hand claps up there. So this is not over here a battle station to go against men. And no, if you think that's in your head, no, because I got men on the platform. I got men. Well, I actually have 3 sons, 1 biological and 2 that I had that were my stepsons when I were married, but they still are considered my sons. They still are in my life, okay? Raised beautiful, okay? My sons is handsome, baby. Do you see their mama? Well, one of them had the genes, but and you see their mama, right? My son is gorgeous, got a beautiful family, if you want to know. Okay. All right. He got a college degree too. That's right. That's right. Put the work in. I paid the cost to be the boss, baby. I put that work in. Yes, I was up at the school sitting in the classroom like this when he acted a damn fool. I'm going to embarrass you. You going to embarrass me? Having the school call me? I'm going to embarrass you back. I was that mama. Okay. I'm going to sit. I'll ride on the school bus if I have to. Okay. I was that type of mama. Okay, got a handsome chocolate drop of a son. Okay, and all of one of them went through a little something, but he married outside his race. My other step, that's okay. That's okay. He got to deal with that woman at home at night. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to tell y'all that for you to get a little background about me. I am not a male basher. What I want is for all of the male bashing, the woman bashing, all of that bashing to stop, cease, and assist each other's name calling. Okay, we got to work together. I'm trying to tell you, we are more powerful when we come together, and we have to understand we are more powerful to understand. Everybody has their own perfect segue. Talking about my sons, okay, when they were little. Let me give y'all a little story time real quick about my life. I've always been more mature. I'm telling y'all, I know I ain't from here. I know the Most High. I'm on a mission, okay? Because I've been before my time, even as a youngster, as a child, in my yes, when I was half of my life I was in a relationship, married. The majority of my life. Okay, my youth, when I was a spring chicken out here in these streets, I was married. Okay, and so my ex, because we hear a lot, on these podcasts. They somehow think, and this is why I say it's a trauma-based response from a lot of these men, because somehow they think everybody lived or came from the ghetto. And all the women were ghetto women, and they ain't hating on my sister that come from the ghetto at all. Because I love all kind of women, because they got life experiences I may not never have known about. Shoot, they might meet up with them. They might save my life. You know what I'm saying? In situations. So this ain't no hate to that. It's what I'm saying to you is these men that may have only been in the radius of a block and only known those type of females and only had experience with those type of females. Now they on podcasts. And now this war of women and men and women, and the degradation of the black woman, baby, this is their time. Kevin Samuels kicked down the door and let a flood of ignoramuses through. Okay? And they can't stop, won't stop. And all they know is the trauma base that they've had when they dated in that small circumference of the world that they knew when they were growing up. Okay? But when I was married, my ex had 2 children before I even hit the scene with the gangster lean. Okay? He already had 2 children. Coming out of a whole relationship, I wasn't trying to be bothered. Okay? You better track him down and ask him. Okay? I didn't want to be bothered with brother. Not that because he had 2 children. It's the fact that I was on a mission in my life and I was young. Okay? He was coming out of a relationship. I told the brother, look here, you coming out of a relationship. Out of what type of relationship? A marriage. And he was a fornicator. Okay? Y'all want to know people business so bad. A fornicator. I know the repercussions of bringing that type of energy into my life at the time. Okay? Because I was young. I was young. It was the 90s, baby. The sun was bright. What was the songs? Tootsie Roll. Come on, that Tootsie Roll. I was out there Tootsie Rolling. Come on, let's Tootsie Roll. Young, having fun, okay? But very, very sure. So this brother it was like, I don't know, God wanted us to be together at the time. That was my life path that God, the Most High, wanted me to be on. Okay? Because how I met that brother, I had just got out of breaking up with in a relationship. My friend was like, girl, come on out with us. I'm getting a story time today. Y'all getting a story time because I'm giving you this story time because I want you to understand I love men and I love my Black brothers so much. And I done been through hell and back. Okay? And the majority of my life, that's all I dated. My adult life, that's all I dated was brothers. Chocolate, caramel, you know what I'm saying? I tried to date a Puerto Rican, but then I realized it's something, to each their own. So I stay within the brother range, okay? Long as they got a little melanin a little, they look like they in the oven, cook a little bit, we good. No, so anyway, my friend was like, let's go out. You know how you do when you're young. Let's go out to the club. I'm like, okay. And back then the clubs was a thing. They used to be packed. It really wasn't like y'all youngsters can't do nothing nowadays. Y'all can't even go on the trail ride. Y'all can't even do the boots on the ground without shooting up folks. I heard they had a trail ride and 20 people got shot up. Y'all know that new trend that's going around? Boots on the ground? 20 people. Y'all can't do nothing nowadays. Y'all don't know how to have fun. Anyway, I'm in the line. We in this club on a military base. Okay? Because remember, I'm a military brat. We in the line. I wasn't feeling it. I was, when you just break up with somebody, you in that breakup state, that moody kind of state. Some of y'all might be. I don't know. I can't say what y'all do. I'm just telling you how I was. Okay? Standing in line, waiting. Lip probably poked the hell out. Lip probably poked the hell out. And here come this 6 foot. He always say he was 6'7". I say he's 6'6", but he say he's 6'7". 6'7" man walking up. I'm standing in line, and he come walking. Now we in the line. We ain't even in the building. He come walking up and saying hello, and I was dry. I ain't gonna lie, dry as hell. Okay. No club today it's not safe. I know that's right. It's not safe to go to no club nowadays. Luckily, I came through the 90s, baby. We had some fun. We was able to go to the park and gather. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I want again for baby. You can't have too many folks. You don't have too many folks. We got to get it right in our head, you know? I'm trying to take these nails off. Got to get right in our head again. So and I was chunky too, y'all, because I'm telling y'all, a sister go up and down in her weight. I was chunky. I was a thick thing, honey. I was thick. Baby. Standing in line. This tall. He looked like Shaq. He always had his head cut low. When he got old, he started balding it. But come walking up talking about hello. I was like, hello. But see, the thing is, I was raised with morals, standards. Okay. He comes and speaking. He had 2 scratches right here on his face. I was mean, but not really mean. Okay. I just stated the obvious. I said, who the hell F you up? You know, and he started laughing. Okay. He's like, oh, I'm getting out the house. My wife. When he said wife, it was a wrap. Okay. That's true. It was a wrap. I said, well, you need to be more careful. We was in that line at that club. So him and his boys went and he's laughing, walking away, went and get in the back of the line. Okay. We couldn't get in the club. The club was too packed. Y'all remember, if y'all don't know about clubs being too packed back in your day, I'm sorry for you. These clubs used to get packed quick. So we was like, my girl was like, we're going to go to another club. We're going to go to another club. So him, because they was like right behind us, hearing our conversation, they ear hustling, because men do ear hustle, ladies. Men do ear hustle too. It's not just us being nosy, right? We going to another club. And so I was like, okay, so I'm there, but I'm really not there, because I'm in the breakup blues, if you want to call them that. Okay. I'm in the breakup blues. And I broke up with the dude. It don't matter, because I'm about being productive, keeping it pushing. If you ain't about that, we got to separate. Okay. So this was, you know, I was young. And so we go to another club. And this club we go to, yeah, ear hustling, baby. Them men be ear hustling like us. We be sitting right next to you, act like we ain't even listening, fixing our hair. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be having conversation. Ain't even our business. You know, we be straight listening. And so that's right. I put that up there so y'all know what she talking about. Ear hustling. Okay. So we get to the other club. No, before we get to the other club, I gotta get the story right. You know, it's been a minute. These for the nosy folks that they can take notes. This for my monitoring spirits out there. Okay. You know, you want to know about me. You know, because I put all my business out here about my ex. Okay. My ex-husband. Okay. We stopped at a store, and it felt kind of stalkerish. Back then, I didn't know about no stalker, and all that. It kind of felt kind of stalkerish when you think about it. We go to a little, like a post they call different. They call shopettes and things like that. But, you know, like a 7-Eleven or something before we go to the next store. The next club. I'm getting something out the little shopette. He come. I could see him because he was tall. He couldn't hide because the shelves is this low. You know what I'm saying? I'm short. I'm 5'7", so I ain't that short. But he hovering above the damn shelves. And I'm looking at him. I kind of rolled my eyes. And I went to check out. I wasn't trying to talk to this man because he had already told me what was up. He was married at the time. I was not trying to hear none of that. None of it. I ain't even want to hear him say. We get to the next club. Okay? I'm in the club now. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. You know, I guess the car rides from the store, the club. Now I'm feeling better. So we in another club. that was packed as well. So we in there, we dancing, having a good time, and I'm walking around, and because he was dark skinned, but that night he had a white. Back in the day, them it was like jean outfits, you know, and then the men used to get them pressed, honey. Them jeans could walk on their own, okay? The jeans could walk on their own, but we thought that was fly, okay? So he had one of them jean outfits on that matched the top, matched the bottom, you know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all, as y'all enter the building, go ahead and get the thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. So I'm having a good time, and all of a sudden I see coming around the corner is this man, and he is the Mr. Man that seemed like he'd been following me. Okay, from the club to the store. Now he at this other club. Okay. We're going to get back into the broadcast. This is a short story time just so I can make it plain today and only today. I will not be repeating this story time. So if you miss out on it, you miss out on it. Okay? So here he comes back around. He says, wait, you know, he want to talk to me. He says, I know you're probably not trying to talk to me, trying to, you know, because I told you I was married, but I'm going through a divorce. I said, oh. I said, really? I said, okay. Okay, well, when you go through that divorce, then you can talk to me then. And he was like, okay, well, how can I get a hold of you? Back in the day, it wasn't like everybody had a telephone right off the rip. Matter of fact, the pages was still kind of there, but they were phasing out. You know what I'm saying? But everybody didn't have cell phones. It was like corner store phones still on the corner, okay? And people got numbers with paper and pen, or, you know, paper, and you carried a pen to the club. The guys did mostly, okay? And he was like, well, I'm getting a divorce, and so I told him, when you get your divorce, they may be able to talk, but until then I ain't got nothing to say to you, partner. He was like, well, can I get your number, and I'll call you only when I get a divorce. I was like, yeah, when you get your divorce, then you can talk, but don't call me until you get divorced. It's a true story. I ain't got to lie to nobody. He said, well, I'm going to training, which was called NTC, okay? Me and he was going to California from where we were stationed, where I was at. I wasn't in the military. I was just a military brat growing up and still in that area. He was stationed in my area, but he was going to training into California to another area. And we had met each other that one night. So California training was a month, I believe, if I can remember correctly. A whole month long. Baby, I forgot about that man. I forgot about that man. Do you hear me? I forgot about him because a month went by. I'm still living my best life, trying to go to a beauty school. Okay? I forgot about that man. Honey, a month later, and I hope I'm getting this in chronological order. Let me see. No, he did not get I got it mixed up, y'all. The store came later. Okay. So we went from club to club. Okay, y'all get it right. Rewrite the story. Club to club. Because he told me he was married. I didn't have to do with him. Then he said he was going to then he told me at the other club that he was getting divorced. And at the other club, he didn't get my number that night. At the other club, I told him, well, when you get a divorce, then you can get my number, okay? And he was like, I guess like, dang. And he said, well, I'm going to NTC for a month. This training is for a month. And I was like, okay. And so I didn't give him my number. And that month passed. I forgot about him. And then I seen him at the store. That's how it went down. And then I seen him at the store. And the scratch, is I seen his scratch at the store. Okay, y'all, I've been on this earth for a minute. Y'all give me some time. You know, I got this get it in chronological order. And so when I seen him at the store and he had the scratches, that's when I said, well, dang, who kicked your yada yada yada. And that's when he told me that he got a divorce from his wife and they got into a fight. Okay. When he came back from, you know, I guess he had served her the papers, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, oh, okay. He said, so can I have your number now? But I ain't seen no paperwork. All I seen was the 2 scratches, y'all. So I was like, yes, if you say you got a divorce, you can have my phone number. But I'm not talking to you until I see the divorce papers. And he's like, damn. He was like, damn. And so he called and he was like, well, my divorce is final. And I was like, oh, really? I said, well, we can meet, but you're going to have to bring the divorce papers, your divorce papers. And he was like, dang. And he brought those divorce papers. And I still have his original divorce papers to this day to validate my story. So that's how I met my ex. And he had already had a baby. And he was you know, I know all. I didn't know the repercussions of somebody being a fornicator, how that can affect your life. Even though I went through what I considered the proper steps, you know, I wasn't trying to mess with no married man. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to mess with no married man. So even though I went through what I considered the proper steps of dating somebody after their marriage or whatever, and still showing respect to his ex-wife, her son, and the baby's mama's son. So when I say I have 3 sons, that's because I had a son. He had 2 sons. And we started dating. Then he asked me to marry him. This sounds like it's close together, but it's not, because we dated for like 2 years. Okay. And he was like, he got orders to go to Germany. And he already asked me to marry him, just engaged. Okay. We weren't married, but he had already got these orders to go to Germany. And I was like, cool. I was always been independent, that word that men hate, right? And he was like, well, I want you to, hold on. Let me think, y'all. No, we were engaged for 2 years. A little like a year and some change, and then we got married. That's what it was. We got married like right at the 2-year mark. Okay. And he got orders to go to Germany, but I had opened a daycare. Remember, I told you I've always been a hustler. Okay. So I opened a registered city daycare within the home, a state registered daycare. And it was picking up because I had moved from a townhome into a house. And then I started picking up more clients to where I had to hire a person to come in the morning. I had an infant program, I had a toddler program, and then I had a preschool program, an after school program. So I had to hire somebody, because that's how productive this home daycare became. And it came and it happened really fast. But I didn't want to go to Germany because I wanted my daycare. I was like, well, you go to Germany and I stay here. And he was like, no, I want you to go to Germany. I mean, literally when he flew out. And I was like, okay, well, if we go to Germany. Now, mind you, I had already been an Army brat. I had already traveled. I already knew the benefits of traveling, but bringing children, not just taking your grown ass somewhere and leaving your children behind. I knew the benefits of bringing children along with you when you travel. Okay, because it opens their eyes, it opens their horizon. Okay, so y'all give me a minute. I already knew that those benefits. Like I said, I had no beef with the ex-wife. I had no beef with his ex-mistress who he had a baby on his ex-wife. Okay? Do y'all see a pattern? Okay? So that was his life. But I had no beef with those women. Matter of fact, I used to let those women come bring their children over to play with my son. So when he told me, no, you're not staying, you're going to fly with me when I go to Germany. We're going together as a family. You're going to have to let this home daycare business go. I was mad. I was pissed off, but I had already signed the paperwork to be married, so I had to go. So I had to, had to go. But I told him, I said, if I go to Germany with you, you're going to have to go ask your ex-wife and your ex-baby mama, can we bring those children with us? And this is the type of woman I am. This is the type of woman, it's factual. You can look him up, track him down. You're stalking people that stalk. You're monitoring spirits. Track him down, track his baby mama down, track his ex-wife down, and all of them can vouch for me and I can vouch for myself because I told them they can keep the child support. They can keep the child. These were my not my rules, but everybody has things that they want, especially if they have foresight. I have always had foresight. Okay. And these are some of the circumstances that I wanted to happen, knowing that he had children previously. I said to him, they can keep the child support, because he was paying child support, okay, for 2 children. I said, they can keep the child support, but we take them and let them come with us because we were going to be stationed over there for 3 years. Let them with us for those 3 years. And then when we come back, they can go back to their moms, and then when we take vacations, we'll take them and let them see their moms. What's the word I'm looking for, y'all? My criteria, not criteria. What's the word I'm looking for? Not criteria, but I wanted this because I told him, I said, if your sons don't come with me and you right now for those 3 years, and I told him they can keep the child support because I was helping with the other half of what he didn't have. I always worked. Okay. So, but I told what criteria? What is the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it right now, y'all. Y'all can help me out in the chat, y'all. Conditions. Thank you. Who said that? Let me go down here. Thank you. My conditions. Thank you, Rizzo. Thank you, Drip King. Those are my conditions that I wanted. I wanted those boys because not only did I want them to have the opportunity to go to see Germany and see other parts of the world, but I wanted them to be raised with their dad, okay? And I wanted them to be raised with the standards that I was raised with. Okay, so I wanted to instill that into them when they were young. Okay, so those were my conditions. And I told him, if I can't have, thank you, you're welcome. If I can't have those conditions about his sons, because they were little, one was right around the age of my son, and one was younger. Okay. I said, if we can't bring them to Germany for those 3 years, I said, when they come back, and we wind up staying there for 5 years. Okay. I said, when we come back from Germany, I said, my second condition will be when those kids, when your sons start cutting the damn food, because they'll be older, they'll be preteens, okay, going into teenagers. When they start cutting the damn fools, your wife, your ex-wife, and your baby mama cannot call our house talking about come get your kids, or they cannot come and say, I'm dropping off your kids because they not listening. They a handful. I can't deal with it. Because what I knew as a young woman, that I must get them to be around their dad. I must get them to be in a family structure young. So that seed, all of those seeds could be planted young. And I knew if we didn't get a hold of those boys, it was hell and high water to pay. Okay? Hell and high water to pay when those boys started hitting them, the preteens and the puberty stage. And see, my ex, he didn't have foresight. He had hindsight, which a lot of you have. But I tell you, when I say I didn't know the gift that the Most High has given me since I was a young girl, a baby, I've always had foresight. I've always been a seer. I've always been able to see kind of down the road before what was to come. He thought it was a game. He thought it was a game. It wasn't no game to me. Okay? We went to Germany. We did our time. We liked it so much. We did some more time. Stayed over there a total of 5 years. Came back, and them children, his children, was acting for mainly one. Because, you know, sometimes it ain't all of my son has times, his spurts too. But he ain't having where he had to go to no jail, none of that. He ain't have it to where he had to get kicked out or suspended from school. You know, he ain't have the rough ones. Teenagers, you're going to have some teenage troubles, okay? Because teenagers, they get the smell and they say, we all been there, done that. But one of them, baby, wound up going to jail, almost wound up losing his life to the prison system of Texas, baby. And when I stood my ground, and y'all could say, that was mean. You didn't let them come back when he was getting kicked out of school? Nope. He couldn't come over and stay when they was getting kicked out and robbing people's homes and doing, no, they couldn't come to my house. They couldn't come. Now, we'll come visit you in jail. We'll come visit you in the boys' home. We'll come, because I told you. And see, when you came to visit, they used to think, oh, you kind of strict, you damn Skippy. You're going to clean chores, you're going to act right. And that was before we went to Germany. You know? Those were my conditions. And they played out just like I saw them. You know? So, but eventually, they all got their lives together. Okay, all of them. My son got a college degree. He has a family. One of his sons, the one that went to juvie, this boy got the one that got suspended in kindergarten. Okay, his stuff started early. That's how I knew I needed him with me. I needed him close. His stuff started early. Went to juvie, went to the pen. Okay. I didn't see him again until we came back from. I didn't see him again until me and my husband finally called it quits. Okay. And then the third son finally went into the Air Force. Okay. But he had some rough time. He was the child that felt neglected. Because you neglected, like they ain't close enough. But it's parents. It's the ones that think they know best that always kind of puts wedges where wedges don't need to be. You understand? But he wound up going to Air Force and having a family himself. So they all wind up coming out pretty much unscathed in this world. Okay? So I just gave y'all that long story time about me. Because when I talk about, I'm tired of hearing about Black men talking about Black women. I'm tired of hearing about them degrading Black women. when they know good and got dogged well. Every Black woman is not the same. But when you put that on a platform, these people that are confederate against us, they are not saying, oh, well, let me think. Maybe he's not talking about this type of Black woman. Maybe he's talking about this type of. No, they're not. Which Black woman is a good Black? Which Black woman is a thought? No, they don't put us all in the same bucket. And you not caring about that and constantly putting that out, you are adding to the propaganda that your news stations add to. That's why across the world, they think most Black men are thugs and gangsters and rapists and thieves, because your news stations have only promoted that. They don't know that the majority of the Black men have built railroad stations, your traffic lights, your peanut butter, your toilet, your open heart surgeries. They don't know about all of the great things that has America flowing and functioning today, because they only know about the thugs and the rapists because of the propaganda of our news station. They don't know about the intelligent women, of the Black intelligent women that help, calculate your space stations and aircrafts and things of that nature. There's so many Black, my goodness. But the way you talk, the way the Black man talks about the Black woman and hate on her intelligence alone is sad. When you need to be cultivating that for your own community. So what I say is, men, the title of this broadcast today is men need to stop focusing on women and focus on themselves and build up themselves. The hurt you have, the pain you have, you need to work on that. Because trust and believe, like I said, all I've dated is a majority of Black men. And if I had to take all the hurt and pain that I done had from this man, that man, I wouldn't deal with no Black man at all. Okay? But I know all of the men are not the same. They are not the same. So I can't take what happened to me or what I went through and bring all that, what they call baggage, into a new a relationship, or meeting new men, or wanting to work, wanting to build with men, Black men. Because I done seen some hurt, some pains. I done dealt with some narcissists, some crazy. No. I had to heal me. I had to heal me and say, wait a minute, that's not the vibration I need around me. I need to vibrate higher. What about me? You see, what about me that's attracting all this craziness? You hear all the time these so-called Hebrew Israelite men love to focus on the Bible. Some of that stuff in that Bible is not even true about women, because it comes from Rome. Okay? They don't even want you to like women because they was gay. They was homosexuals. But you will hear them, a wicked woman is given unto a wicked man. It's better to be on the rooftop than to be in a house with a contentious woman. Ask yourself, riddle me this. If we know that women can be evil, can have wickedness, why in the Bible does it not tell you to beware of an evil man and what an evil man can do? That's why I say, open your eyes. Read for yourself. I have even studied so much that I know every word that's in the word is not factual, actual, and a lot of it was used to oppress women. I just studied to where I know y'all have heard of the scripture where it talks of adulterous woman, where the adulterous woman, the townsmen are dragging a woman to Jesus, right? And says, this woman was caught in the act of adultery. First of all, let's pause. It was always blaming the woman. This woman was caught in the act of adultery. But they had a man that was adulterating with her, dragging him. Y'all know I just found out that story was told over and over and over again as a story of townsmen and was added into the Bible. Y'all think I'm lying? Go do the research yourself. That was not even a factual story. It was placed in there. Just like a lot of things are placed in the Bible for oppression of women. And I really, that ain't true. I can't believe it, because you want to believe it. And the Most High says, he without sin cast the first stone. Aren't we overlooking something? Where was the man? Because see, God, didn't Yah say, didn't the law say adultery goes both ways? The woman is not only judged for adultery, men are judged for adultery. So that story is suspect. Because the man who was adulterating with her wasn't dragged into the town square in front of Jesus for a prompt to a judgment, was he? Think. Research. I mean, we are in a time where information is abundant. That story is coming to the light that it never even happened. But anyway, I don't want to get too far off track. We're gonna keep it going because we were talking about, and I kind of got off track because I wanted you guys to know that this channel is not about male bashing at all. I've always uplifted men on this channel, but I'm the one that pump your brakes when I see black men trying to degrade black women. I don't care if it's undercover or straight up and down. I got something to say. I got something to say. And you might not like it, because we ain't going to do that today or any other day going forward. But I said, I'm going to speak on it. I'm going to speak on it. Because ain't no man going to speak on it. All they going to say is, they going to agree. They going to agree because they don't know how to stand on their own cojones. And trust and believe, I've seen strong men in the world, and I've seen weak men in the world. And I know how to spot them a mile away. I'm talking about the strength of your bronze, your muscles. I'm not talking about that kind of strength. I'm talking about the strength of your mind, your every being able to stand on business. Okay? Let's continue.
I'm still alive.
Wow.
I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
But behind this,
To make a TikTok saying I'm still alive is crazy. It's just the outcome of this entire situation makes it even more crazy. You know what I'm saying?
scenes, Renardo was getting even more paranoid, accusing Winter of encouraging the men in her comments section by posting videos they could thirst over. Winter, of course, didn't see it that way. TikTok was her job. It was what put food on the table. So to her, she was just doing her job. One night, after an explosive argument over a TikTok post, Renardo snapped. Winter had posted a TikTok hinting at a breakup. That would be her last. Renardo, in a fit of rage, reported hearing screaming and crashing sounds, but when police arrived, they found Winter lifeless, her life extinguished in minutes.
This was not a spur of the moment thing. The young man, it was premeditated. He thought about his actions and he carried them out.
Bernardo had attempted to take his own life afterward, but survived. He later confessed that he couldn't bear the thought of Winter leaving him, saying if he couldn't have her, no one could.
Because this man looked me in my eye.
That's so sad because this happened before to somebody I actually went to high school with. Like, that saying is so familiar. Like, this girl literally graduated. Anybody from my high school know this girl was one of the most quietest, sweetest girls ever. Like, she really didn't honestly, she really didn't talk to nobody. I remember seeing her at prom. I ain't go talk too long.
Let me say something, brother. Oh, shoot. I didn't skip the doggone. I'm gonna skip the doggone thing. He said the sweetest. That's what predators want. Yeah, baby, let's get into it. That's what predators want. The quietest, the sweetest, the innocent, the naive. That's why they get mad that's why they always talking about somebody being old and because they know old women come with that wisdom of what they've been through. You know? They know. They don't want no old woman. They don't want no old body. They done been through something. Because you be like, no, you go pull that game on somebody else. Because I see you coming a mile away. That's why you get men, oh, nobody don't want you. You're old and you're decrepit. No, ain't nobody decrepit over here, baby. We just ain't going through the bull crap. That's all that is. So this man, he done took out a young, quiet, you heard the brother, sweet. Dang. She graduated and got moved up out of here. She didn't know the beast that she was dealing with. But I'm here. I'm trying to tell you it's a new day. It's a new dawn. I'm trying to tell you I'm here for the babies, the young ladies, and the old ass women, including myself. Okay? We ain't playing no game. If we got to get ourselves right, if we got to get our mental mindset right, if we got to work on us, you best believe, fellas, you need to go work on yourself. When you say we can't raise a boy to be a man, trust and believe, take that same energy and understand you can't raise a grown-ass woman to be a different type of grown-ass woman. It's going to be on her to want to change her life, her standards. And that's if she wants to. You can't make everybody look like a pilgrim walking around here. All the women look like a pilgrim. All the women look homely. You know, when you deal with cults and stuff like that, ladies, let me ask you a question. We're gonna let this rest. My point was made. Put that one to bed. My point was made about just because you married, just because you see folks married on internet, just because you hear about folks being married a long time, don't mean a relationship is perfect. Baby, them ones be getting hit upside the head, beat upside the head, knocked smooth out, and killed, taken smooth up out of this realm. And they look perfect, all on the pictures. You see them perfect pictures and went all to the studio. You know, hugging the husband, holding the face, kissy kiss. You know what I'm saying? Get smooth taken up out of here. Because they at home getting smooth brainwashed. Don't wear no makeup. Keep your head down when you go outside. Don't look at we around Billy Bob and his family. You better not. Keep your eyes down, woman. Don't you look up. There's men in the building. Don't you look up. You know. She didn't want to look up because the men probably, she looked up, the men probably said, damn, it's desperation in this woman's eyes. She might need help. She calling out her eyes like, help. Blink twice. I need help. You know, these men want to keep these women under they thumb. Okay? Control. Want to look homely. Everybody, and if you like to look homely, women, that's your prerogative. You heard me? My light went out. Oh Lord, that means time is almost up. That light, no, it should last longer than that. Hold on, y'all. I'm still alive. Let me take this off of here. How long we been on here? Oh, hold on. Dang, we've been on here an hour, almost 2 hours. Oh, that okay. The light, okay, light. Okay, we're gonna give it up for the light. We've been on here almost 2 hours, so the light said gotta go. Okay. Yeah. So if you like to look homely, you don't like to do your hair, you like to wear Cleos all the time. Y'all know what Cleos is, right? Y'all remember what was that movie? Where Queen Latifah had them braids going back. She had them Cleos. They call them Cleos going back. If you like to look like that all the time, women, that's on you. But don't let these men out here tell you you got to look that way, or try to pump your head up. Oh, I just want to see your natural hair. You just so naturally beautiful. I can be naturally beautiful in this wig I got on, because I'm a natural being. The wig ain't make me fake, baby. The wig ain't make me fake. I ain't know. Just because I put on a wig, I ain't turned into no bot. Come on. I have a wig on. I am a bot. And I take the wig off. I'm real. Miss me with all this. Okay? Women, stand on business. Be about healing you. Be about your healing journey. Be about your loving yourself journey. Because, baby, let me tell you something. If you don't love yourself first, did you hear me? Let me say that one more again. If you don't love yourself first, baby, you can't love nobody. I'm trying to tell you, because you're going to try to pump yourself, put all the love, you trying to love all these people outside of yourself, thinking that they're going to return the love to you. And half the time, you probably won't even give as much, you probably won't receive as much of the love and the respect that you have put out there. But once you understand, once you be able to love yourself, build yourself up, in all aspects, make yourself whole rounded. I mean, financially, health-wise, all of it. And I'm not saying you have to be a skinny mini or, but make sure your health is on point. All of that. Before you go out here and talk about this is my man, this is my husband, you pouring everything into your man, your husband, your children. And you wondering why you can't even get out the bed some mornings because you weak. You ain't got no energy left. You damn sure ain't got no love for yourself. Because you thinking, because you done made the perfect breakfast, you got the perfect kids going to school, you got all it, and somebody gonna come and give you a reward, a trophy? No. There ain't nobody come give you no trophy. Okay? You need to love yourself, and once you love yourself and be able to manage all of that, because loving yourself, knowing yourself, building up yourself, baby, that take a lot in of itself. So once you're able to manage your own being, then go out there and do all that extra. Because that way, then oh, wait a minute, I'm not taking time for me. Then you can tell your husband, oh, no, baby, I'm about to take me a spa day. Now go ahead. You gonna go and get them kids. You gonna go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go get me a hotel, take me a spa day, relax, give me a couple of baths, facials, get my mani and my pedi done. I'm about to take care of me. If you got a husband, what I'm supposed to do with them damn children? I don't know. You better take them children to the spa with you. No, they're my children. Don't take them. Get their lunch. I ain't making no lunch. I ain't preparing no extra lunches. You gonna get your ass up like I do. Make them lunches. Get all that together. I got to revive, because you got men that'll leave and go out talking about they taking trips with the boys. They doing this, that with the boys. They recharging. You know what I'm saying? You better go be able to understand that you need to recharge. Maybe you need to take some flights. You and your girls need to take some flights to Jamaica. Travel your damn self. Recharge yourself. You are not the Energizer Bunny. You're not getting endless supply energy with recharging yourself in this life. And that starts with loving yourself. So, man, I hope that you do the same and stop focusing on trying to change women, grown-ass women. Because remember, you told us we couldn't raise boys to become men. So understand, you can't raise a grown-ass woman to become a new grown-ass woman. Okay? Y'all, the light has gone out, so that's our time. I did not know I had been up here almost 2 hours. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. I can't even tell if I met my goal on here, but Tanya is the business. She gave a $10 USD, baby. So I believe I had a goal of $5. So Tanya, you paved the way. She paid it for somebody else too, honey, because she did a USD of $10. Thank you. You can always hit oh, you know what? I didn't even have the doggone. Let me put this up here right quick before I get up out of here. You can always hit the Cash App. You want to support the stream. That is a blessing in and of itself. That gives me more time to be out here with y'all, because I told you, if I got to go part-time and come on here and schedule a time that I come on here and talk to my ladies and motivate you. And as I'm motivating you, I hope you will feed and pour into me in the chat, you know what I'm saying? And motivate me as well. Even my men that come over here. I surely appreciate y'all as well. Thank you to my mods that have entered the building. Young RZA, Drip King, y'all go over there and support him. He has a platform as well. Thank you, Young RZA. Peace and love to you as well. Guys, I'm on a new, I got to figure out how to end this over here, because I'm on my computer, y'all. So, yes, peace and love. I'm out, and much love to one and all.